Hopefully you can all hear us all right. We'll give it a couple of seconds for everyone to load back in. But yeah, hopefully audio sounds good. And we were just chatting about some of the changes that some of the teams have made. So obviously name changes, roster changes. The big roster change you picked up, Mankey, was the good and useful one. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm quite interested in that, seeing how I've seen some of Zuko's progressions quite a bit throughout my time as a caster. So it's going to be interesting seeing them come in with quite a new roster after they swapped around a lot of players, removing Mr. Shushu, adding or making Samuel a sub and bringing in Kenny, Salmon, and Scarf into the main part of the roster.
Yeah, and this is a team I think a lot of people expected to do a fair bit of damage, but then obviously last weekend, or the weekend before I should say, they didn't do as much damage as they would have hoped. Didn't make the top 16, so missed out on the second week of their RLCS, which is unfortunate for them. A little bit of an underperformance, but it was a bit of a quirk of the system, the bracket that they were using that had them miss out. Obviously they could have performed better, but they do have a little bit of a right to feel robbed. Unfortunate for them. But yeah, any other ones that stand out to you? For me, I think we've just heard that it'll be Vixen in for Banana Head tonight. How do you feel about that?
I'm intrigued. Vixen's another interesting player that I haven't actually seen them play in a while, but they were one that was definitely on my to watch list going back a little while. But seeing them in with Scrub and Super Locky, that's going to be quite an interesting one that I'm quite keen for.
Yeah, well, obviously this is a team that did end up finishing second place in RLCS over the weekend, so a huge performance from them with their core roster. Unreal show up from them as the rookies. Vixen, last time I watched him closely, he was playing in the RLO Opens, and he was an absolute madman, just pre-jumping everything, bashed out with the Merc. He just was all over it. So I wonder if he'll be the one taking sort of the lead mechanical, ball chasey, pre-jumpy kind of role that Banana Head often feels.
Hopefully. We'll see how that goes. Of course, being a substitute to the roster may bring some topsy-turvy play in terms of the team, but I'm hoping that they can pull something together, because they're definitely one to watch out for.
Absolutely. And this roster of Joel, Scruffy, and Junior, they're obviously not a team that play together very consistently. Bit of a pickup team almost, but they're getting into it by the looks of things. So let's have a look and see how they play.
Definitely.
Very much I know... Yeah, we're getting into it. Very much I know that it was a bit of a struggle to get all the members of Chung here today, but they've managed it. I was just talking to Scruffy earlier, and he didn't even realise that the team needed to be ready to go. But they've, circled the wagons, got everyone in, and we're getting started.
Hopefully they're all ready to go. By the looks of it, they just missing a shot there. Don't worry, it's all right. 20 seconds in, no worries. No worries.
We're warming up.
Get those nerves off here. Get everything kind of going. Warm up. If need be.
I'd love to hear the commentary, or even just like the Discord call that the Forbidden lads are in right now, because I've just seen an air dribble for one player and two other players fly underneath him as they threw everyone at a completely nothing chance. I want to know if they're just absolutely killing themselves with laughter in there, or if there's already a little bit of chaos going on. I'm curious to see.
Let's hope they're kind of just working things out, and this isn't. Let's hope it's not a trend. Oh my. Okay.
It's not looking pretty at the moment.
Oh god. Yeah. It's lots of clashes there. That one, fortunately for them, was against an opponent, so some value from it. But seemed to be picking up a little bit, getting a nice center ball there, but Scrub getting the wrong end of the pinch on that.
And I know last time, I think it was Joel I was talking to fairly recently, he said the last time he played against Forbidden, he spent the next week or two just feeling absolutely horrible about how he was playing, because he just felt like he was in the wrong position constantly. And like just playing one series against Forbidden completely threw off his sense of where the ball was going to be and where the players were going to be. And I think obviously Forbidden made use of that that chaotic strategy that they like to bring over the weekend, where they took down so many really strong teams.
Yeah, chaos is definitely something that can scare people. It's knowing a lot of the flow of the game is what can really allow a team to really adapt in a series. And wow, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
Just sneaking that one underneath. You could just see here, Scrub just pushing forward on it, and Scruffy left for dead a little bit in the back. No bump coming out on Lockie, who had pretty much the freest net of his life there.
Yeah, nice little gap there, ready to just be tapped in. Good little, good bit of capitalization going on there.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what you get as a team like Forbidden. Oh, almost landing that one. As a team like Forbidden, you can, you know, they do throw players forward, and it does mean that they don't miss out on some of these chances that more conservative teams would miss out on. But, we're yet to see them be punished so far, but we'll have to just wait and see for it.
Only one goal scored halfway into this first game of the series, so we'll see how things go as the rest of the game progresses. Pretty even so far from what we've seen, but there's an attacking chance not to be made.
Yeah, a little disjointed, I have to say, from Lockie early on. I know he did manage to get the goal away, but a couple of big misses in front of net from him, so he's almost put that one away.
Ooh. Another good save there. Super Lockie coming down. Oh, didn't quite get that extra touch off that challenge. But they seem to be safe in the corner for now.
Yeah, very much just keeping the ball away from any real passing chances that Chung are looking to find. Chung looking very disjointed. They just can't seem to connect two players because they're so often rotating frantically out after a hard cut from one of the Forbidden players.
Alright, so the ball's finally out of that corner. It spent a good 30 seconds there. Oh, that ball's dropping down, but yep, jot, whoa, bumped away. Okay. Yeah, so
the chaos coming out.
Yeah, it's all over the place. It's gone from it's just come back from being a super slow brawl in that back right corner, straight out to that, and I think these changes of pace as seeming quite interesting. How wow, okay,
A
nice
shot from Lockie. Had such little boost to work with as well after he got this. Had to take this so high to get it over Joel and just fell straight down on it. Really well done. And I don't know if you noticed earlier on, but you could really see the difference in between these two teams. You could see there was a chance for Chung to tie it up about 10 or 15 seconds before that goal went in. But Junior didn't trust that the pass was coming through. He was too scared because of the chaos that Forbidden have been causing. He didn't trust that the pass was going to come through, even though it was a fairly routine infield. Gruffy though, putting some pressure on Forbidden. 1 goal game now with just over 30 seconds left.
Really nice. Yeah, that was a nice little slip in there, just behind Vixen.
Yeah, Junior causing chaos of his own and with the bumps at the back there.
Absolutely.
30 seconds left now. Pressure's on for this one. Last time these two teams played, it was actually a reverse sweep. It was Chung got up 2-0 and got reverse swept. So they'll really be wanting to take out the first game because they know they can get 3 put on them very quickly. Just 15 seconds left now. What can they do? Junior gets beaten by that touch. And just diving for the ball desperately now. Joel really close as the second man there. He's got an awkward touch. Can Junior find a shot? It's going to go far side, but Lockie gets there in time. Dangerous from Scrub. And Scruffy will keep this up. Joel just creeping a little close. The third man has to come in to take the shot, and that's going to hit the floor. Just a little bit of positional, mismatching there. A couple of times where the second man was just a little too close, and it broke all the momentum that Chung were having on that last counter attack. Just a little unfortunate for them.
Absolutely. Unfortunate last touch there as well at the end.
Yeah.
It's
overall.
Always
the case, yeah. But yeah, what were your thoughts on that one?
Overall, I think it really showed the confidence, at least, that the Forbidden roster had in that after quite a scrappy start where everyone was bumping themselves around and just triple committing to balls that were going nowhere. It was looking a bit dire, but they seem to have gotten themselves a bit together and started throwing Chung off a bit as well. Yeah, as you said, with mind gaming really on the Junior not being able to really commit to one of the shots that could have gotten that goal that they may very well have needed to put it into overtime.
Yeah, and oh my goodness, that in. Oh, that was close. You see it so often though. You see players at this level who, you know, they stream and they come across someone that they're not enjoying playing against, and you can just hear them like, "Oh, I'm cringing, what are they doing?" But then, you know, the team that's apparently super cringe in the way they rotate is the one winning the game. So, you know, a lot of the time that little bit of chaos is what it takes to beat a team that's more traditional in style. I think that's obviously where Forbidden do show up big.
I think that's a general staple for a lot of things, in that if you suddenly just flip things upside down, if your opponent's not ready, then it's going to catch them off and you'll get your chance. So that's really what's happening here. Then that's a missed shot.
Yeah, there's fairly well covered. You could see Joel just wanting to get a block on the attempted counter-attack. Didn't have too much momentum to try and put a proper shot away. Does well to get up to that one though. It's going to be Lockie on his own heading back. Does pick up the 100 and should be good enough to clear that one out. Again, it's Scruffy on his own deep, and the pass is going to come out. Oh, Scrub probably should have been on the end of that pass. Just a bit of miscommunication there.
Yeah, nice drop down there from Junior though. Oh, demolition coming out from Super Lockie.
Yeah, it's one of those things you can see Super Lockie. He almost never commits to some kind of forward play without causing some sort of net positive, whether it's beating a man or getting a demo. He always seems to just do something with the ball, and I think a lot of that is the amount of you know, ball retention and boost management and, you know, plus minus gameplay that you have to really be good at to be good at once, and that's obviously what Lockie is known for, is being a spectacular once player.
Absolutely. Now Vixen kind of just showing off a little bit there.
Yeah.
Nice little bit of car control there. Good seeing that it's still coming through on the stage.
Yeah. Well, Vix, I know I've talked to Vix recently about his competitive aspirations, and as far as I know, he's quite happy playing sub-role for now. But maybe with a strong performance today, he'll be able to see if he's enjoying the more competitive side of things. See how we go.
Maybe. Yeah, quite interesting seeing how they go about playing. So I would not be disappointed either way.
Yeah, Joe with a free shot there. Just bounced awkwardly off the wall. I think it was Scrub in net. You could see he just awkwardly turned back. Yeah. Junior didn't even need the touch there. It was pretty much a threat no matter what he did, and poor Scrub just crept too close. He's not happy with the server either.
Unfortunate. Yeah, that's... Yep, I can see that unstable ping coming through.
Yeah.
Everyone else looks fine though. But yeah, that's the first goal of this second game here. So,
yeah, it's been a fairly neutral one overall. Maybe Chung's starting to adapt to the chaos, although I say that. The floodgates have just opened. Lockie just getting a free touch at the back post. Probably needed to be on Scruffy to get up to that one. He was at the back, you know, at the bottom of the back post. Maybe could have crept up onto the backboard, seeing that he already had a teammate in net.
Possibly, yeah.
One of those decisions you can't make until later, hey? It's just a hindsight that us casters love to talk about, you know, you should have done this, you should have done that. There's a reason we're not out there playing, eh?
Absolutely. It's easier said than done.
Yeah, that's it. It's Lucky going to look for a double here. Runs out of boost, and neither of his teammates pushing forward to follow that miss up.
Solid challenge there from Vixen, but gets beaten again by Junior.
Yeah, just a very back and forth, in and out of the half of Chung without too many shots actually being put on the net. Just a lot of long touches towards them. But that's all it's taken in the past to score on Chung. It's just a little mistouch. Well, this time it's Junior with a shot. Scruffy can't follow up with any power or direction. Joel's going to be forced to head back and try and create pass out of defense. 2 up here. Can Forbidden counter-attack? You can see Scrub pre-jumping that pass. Clearly confident in how he's playing. Brave with a tie game under a minute left, but you know, this is the kind of thing that they do. You know, this is the mentality they all have, is just go with the chaos, roll with it.
You were calling Scrub's pre-jumps pre-game, weren't you?
Scrub and Vix, yeah. Well, I mean, all 3 of them do. Banana is the one who's almost known for it, but that reset's gonna get saved. Yeah, the whole roster is very mechanical, and I've been talking to people about this recently, and you know, it's of the opinion of a lot of people that this is going to be the change. The new meta is that OC needs to push more towards mechanics. Is Joel trying to pull out some mechanics to find a go-ahead goal in the last 10 seconds here? Scruffy with a shot on, but now it's free space for Lockie. There's no boost for him there, though. That was an extremely threatening moment if he could have found some. Junior's bumped off the wall. Joel will just try and fend this down towards the ground.
Bounced.
Happy to let that one bounce. I think both teams, neither one in a position to take good control. Both teams fairly comfortable letting that go to overtime.
That one's pretty easy take on the reset for both teams there. Yeah, Chung.
Yeah.
don't want to fight the challenge in that. Right there was not even
right in front
quite in the corner. Yeah.
Scrub is gonna put it in. Too easy. It's just a huge dunk here from Scrub. By far the first 2, and just kept his position. Junior couldn't get up to that. It's such an awkward angle for him to try and find, and that's 2 in a row now. Late finishes where it's just been controlled by Forbidden at the end of the game.
Absolutely, they've been doing pretty well on that one. Yeah, I could see a lot more of the mechanics, as you were saying, coming out this time. So that's good to see. And they didn't fall short in the overtime that happened. So can't be disappointed with that, since they'll be now up 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, just one more win needed for them. Although obviously last time we saw Forbidden get the reverse sweep. This time maybe it'll be Chung. Who knows? Although I do know that Paul Scruffy did a 3-hour stream earlier, and he was very tired by the end of it. And so he's gone straight from that into this. I don't know how well he's feeling, but you know, you never know. Maybe all that extra warm-up time will start to come out now. We'll have to wait and see.
Oh, the days where you could, where I could marathon games. What
do you think Chung needs to change to get to at least take one game away and start off the reverse sweep attempt?
Oh boy, I think part of it comes down to confidence. We were seeing that I think it was either Joel or Junior, particularly at the end of that last game, was trying to come at least close in terms of mechanics, but we've had so many opportunities that have come down to just simply not being willing to follow up, really. Not being there for a couple of just stray balls that may have been able to find the net. I think those opportunities are certainly ones that Chung can absolutely take. Forbidden's kind of gotten back together in terms of most of their coordination, so I don't know if there's too much that you can really call out there unless you can suddenly catch them off. But overall, yep, I think it's being ready for the plays to be made.
Yeah, I think the key in my eyes, and it's obviously easier said than done, the key in my eyes is always going to be the pass out of defense, and this is a go-to for me. Every team that I see that plays well is so good at this one particular thing, and it's passing out of defense. If Chung can start to land, a 1-2 play whenever they get a clear, then they're going to start creating some chances for themselves because of how high up the field Forbidden like to push. And you can see here, Forbidden absolutely relying on mechanics to get this touch away because they have pushed so far forward. They're actually rotating back as they try to make the touches clear. So it's a matter of if Forbidden, do press too high, and Chung can get themselves set on defense. It's a matter of whether or not they have a passing option. As you can see there, Junior just having no one to pass to. He's just boosting towards the ball, looking at 2 blue players, and not having much hope to do anything with it.
Ooh. Joel trying to do something there, Junior. Pick that up, will he finish it? No, Vixen!
Vixen just diving in out of there, yeah. Scrub just doing his best to create a highlight, looking for the in and out save, but Vixen coming to the rescue, stopping him from looking silly.
Yeah, I saw that, and that was... I was surprised when that just went completely over him. But yeah, overall still managed to hold on to that. It seems that they've got 3 people up in that corner, so they're definitely committing to the ball, but okay, Joel's back. Cool,
yeah.
Alright.
He kind of had to be. I think there's a point where you give up on the play, and the second touch into the corner was probably that point. I think Joel made the right decision to head back there.
Good side on that play there, yeah. Overall,
Scrub's DC? Potentially? Or is he back? I just saw him on the ceiling. No, he's back.
Oh yeah, he's there.
That's just his play style, I guess. That's just where he likes to be.
Just roof sitting.
Yeah. He's defending up there.
Yeah. Spider.
Yeah. See Lockie looking for bumps on his way around. He's so far forward. Joel having to dive across to beat him. And again though, you can see the panic almost setting in as Scruffy completely cuts off Joel. He had a free touch off the wall. Because they're not making passes because they need 2 of them to sort of keep an eye on the ball.
Junior's there to take
Junior. He's got it down, just couldn't control his car over. Just ran out of boost on it.
Almost had it. Is that close? It's just that second touch was not quite there. Chances are available to be made though, knowing that. Oh, that's a dirty
high read. Yeah, again, the chances showing up for Forbidden often are when they just send a ball really high. There's been a couple of really tough reads having to be made by Chung, who just not quite getting on the end of those high touches.
Yeah.
Can Junior do here?
Yeah. Junior. Nah. Damn. Straight back.
Not too much. Still a close one, this one though.
Yeah.
We've talked about the dominance that Forbidden sort of had. They've not actually been converting everything, especially this game. It's been a fair amount of time in front of the net for Chung themselves as they get another shot there.
Vixen getting a saviour there. Pretty consistent on the defense so far.
Yeah. I mean, you expect it from the big old Mark.
Yeah.
Park it in the net.
The brick wall. 1 minute remaining. Still no goals scored.
Joel's just been absolutely sent, so it's going to be a free touch for Vix. His first touch isn't what he would have wanted. He's had to back out of that one. Lockie and Scrub working together though to get that clear.
Little pinch. Kept aside there. Straight back to defense. Oh, Junior not quite on it. Close, but not quite there. 30 seconds. Oh, Super Lockie doesn't quite make it.
Scruffy just got up to that one at the last second. Lockie probably had more to do there, just ran out of boost. As does Joel in this play, yeah.
Oh, okay. If Vixen was any closer to that, that would have been scary.
5 seconds left now, huge clear down. What can Junior do? He needs a massive clear. He's not found it. Lockie's touch is going to be high and Scrub looking for the miracle play, won't be able to find it. We head into yet another overtime. We've had a 1-goal game and 2 overtimes so far. Do you see this one being any different to the last one?
Oh, I don't know if they can keep their nerves cool as they have in the last overtime. Then well, yeah, absolutely. I do think Forbidden can take it, but Chung there, as long as their flow hasn't been disrupted at all, then I think they could hold out for a bit longer and maybe good block
what a
there.
Save by Lockie, yeah. Yeah, I think this game is you know, it's been as close as the last two, but it's also looked much more even. There's been much, you know, much more offense from Chung, which is not something we've seen quite so often.
And
Okay,
even
this
with
is
like,
awkward.
even with all the offensive pressure, they. Oh,
Shot's gonna be
okay,
saved.
Junior.
Lucky just diving across there, but wasn't able to get it through.
Oh,
You can see the massive commitment here. This is going to be a potential counterattack, but just Chung sitting in their own net just made themselves too panicky, too scared that that shot was going to come in. Couldn't capitalize on a double commit.
Are they looking for an opening? Are they? I don't know. Oh wait, Joel's pushing up. Scrub's able to kind of keep a hold of it. Yeah. They're out of their defense now, but not really doing much since Forbidden has the control.
Yeah, almost in my eyes, they're almost more effective, Chung, on the counter attack if they can manage to pull one off. It's just because they're so backed into their own net, they're a little scared to commit to one. I think this game will likely end with, you know, with Chung making the decision to commit one way or the other, and it resulting in a goal for one team.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
Junior, oh no, that's not pretty. Junior just eyes off the ball, and it's not going well for him. You could see him just slam on the brakes there. We've all done it. Heartbreaker for him. But that's going to be the series. Forbidden will take that one. And again, I mean, if you look at RLCS results, this is not a shock. But, you know, Chung played well. For a team that didn't know they were playing until half an hour ago, they've shown up well.
Yeah,
Fair play to them.
Yeah,
So, next up, we've got some big old games coming up next, but this game obviously mostly important for seeding. Obviously, seeding is key in the way that this tournament is set up. So every game matters. Every game matters here. Groups of 4 obviously are the way that it's been set up. And Chung are very much towards the bottom of their group of 4. They've not actually managed to pull out a series win yet. But the battle for the rest of the seeding is going to be very, very interesting with a couple of very strong teams in those top 3 spots currently. We will be following Forbidden today, so we'll get to see how they do. But these, you know, plenty of things to be confirmed still. And what do you think Forbidden need to do if they're going to come up against a team with, you know, a stronger playstyle?
Oh boy. I think Forbidden just probably got to watch out for their if they do get a little bit too cozy. They don't want to get in some of those attacking situations that they were in, and suddenly have a team that's just even more capable of just getting random balls straight down when they're 3 men up. That's something they've probably got to watch out for. But yeah, overall, I think they're showing that they're a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, absolutely. And how about Chung? What do they really need to pick up on for the rest of today to try and climb their way back up into the top 3 of their group?
I think, as you've been saying, it was kind of evident there was a little bit just lacking in some of the team play that could have possibly happened, as well. Just opportunities to be able to capitalize on were they were there, but not necessarily gone in on, be it for the confidence or for just lacking the player in the right space. So
yeah,
I think
I agree. I think there's positives to look at for both teams. Chung in particular, they obviously need to look a little bit harder for those positives, having been swept. But considering, you know, this is very much a pickup team, it's not a team that plays together very often, apart from in ranked. And, you know, they've held the team that came top 2 in the RLCS this weekend to 3 very close games. It didn't feel like as much of a sweep to me as it turned out, you know, as the results will show.
Yeah, it really could have gone either way.
Yeah, I do think obviously Forbidden did look the stronger team, but Chung with a fairly solid showing. And, you know, Junior and Scruffy, not players that you hear a lot about in terms of the competitive scene these days. Neither of them have been pushing, you know, to find themselves teams and stuff, but hopefully that changes soon for them. Yeah. So we can have a look at our next couple of games coming up, I think. I'm not 100% sure what we've got next. I believe it is Forbidden versus ZKS.
Cool. I'm
Thoughts
hearing.
on... Yeah, go on.
I'm hearing a 3-1 win to ZKS.
It's a big call considering what we've just seen.
Yeah. Well, that's what I believe recently happened, but
Yeah, it'll be an interesting one for sure. But yeah, that game really well played by Forbidden, showing off that their weekend performance was no fluke. And yeah, Chung will be hoping to regain from where they were earlier.
absolutely. In the meantime, I think before we head to this next match, I think we'll be heading to a break quickly. So we'll wait for everyone to get ready again, get a bit of a cool down ourselves while we're at it.
That's it.
So until then, we're gonna head to a quick break, and then we'll be back soon for the second game of the day.